Good morning, students. Last session we completed the second lesson, national income, and today we are going to start the new lesson, theories of employment and income. It is a very interesting lesson. So now we are moved to the inside the lesson. What do you mean by full employment? So many countries in economic history, all the countries they are facing many types of economic problem. Among the types, unemployment is the very important problem. Even full employment is also important problem. Unemployment is the very important problem. Not only the underdeveloping countries or developing countries, even advanced countries, developed countries also facing the problem of unemployment. Many economists, for example, J.P. Shea or J.M. Keynes, even Adam Smith, they are all discussing about the unemployment, full employment, how to remove the unemployment from the country in the world. So now we are going to discussing the introduction part of full employment. First you will learn about full employment, then we will move to unemployment. Full employment means, full employment refers to a situation in which every able-bodied person who is willing to work at the prevailing wage rate is employed. So those who are willing to work, those who are interested to work to give the prevailing the wage rate in the industry, that is known as full employment. According to the Keynes definition, full employment as a absence of involuntary unemployment. So those who are able to work, those who are willing to work, they are get their employment opportunity with their wages. So that is known as full employment. And next we will move to the unemployment. Every economy in the world or every country in the world, they are attain the maximum level of full employment, but in the normal situation it is not possible. All the countries, even developed countries, even USA, Japan, China, even developing countries like India and underdeveloping countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, so these are the countries are facing their unemployment situation in their country. Next we will move to what are the types of unemployment and the meaning of unemployment. Unemployment means those who are able to work and willing to work, but they are not get any employment opportunity, that is known as the unemployment. For example, while the government they are making the policy to solve the unemployment in India and other countries also. So the need to the distinct nature of unemployment and areas, the urban area. For example, in our India, most rural economy has both unemployment and underemployment. Underemployment means those who are ready to work, those who are able to work in the rural areas, but they are not unable to get any employment opportunity, or they have an opportunity once 1 month or 2 months per year, that is known as unemployment and underemployment. And next we will move to the types of unemployment. Next we will move to the types of unemployment. In developing countries like India, the nature of unemployment is different from the developed countries. So in the developed countries, the unemployment is purely temporary or cyclical or frictional. So sometimes some months they are get employment and another 3 months they are not unable to get employment opportunity in the developed countries. But in the developing countries like India, it is largely structural unemployment, which is due to the slow rate of capital formation, government policy like this. And next we will move to the types of unemployment in detail. So the first point is cyclical unemployment. Cyclical unemployment means this unemployment exists during the downturn phase of trade cycle. Already you know the business cycle or trade cycle. The starting stage of business is going to high, and another it is fall down, another it is high, and finally it will reach negative. For example, this is known as boom, recession, depression and recovery. In India, in the boom period of the business, maximum people they are employed, and the second stage of the business, that is recovery and depression and recession, these three situations most of the people they are lose their job. So this is known as the cyclical unemployment. So in a business cycle, during the period of recession, depression, the income and output, even sales, it is coming to the fall down, and it is creates the unemployment. So it is create the deficiency of effective demand. The people they are not able to fulfill their demand because of income is very low. The cyclical unemployment can be cured by the public investment or expansionary monetary policy by the government. And next we will move to the seasonal unemployment. The seasonal unemployment means it occurs during the certain season of the year. So in the agriculture and agro-based industries like sugar production activities carried out only the some season. For example, throughout 12 months, only the 3 months or 4 months the sugar factories are working. The other remaining days the sugar factory is closed because of non-availability of raw sugar. These industries offer employment only during the season in a year. Therefore, people may remain unemployed during the off season. Seasonal unemployment happens from demand side also. For example, ice cream industry. Ice cream industry is only the summer. Most of the ice cream industries are sell their product only in the summer. The remaining days they are unemployed. And holiday resort, for example, Ooty, Kodaikanal, these are the tourist spot. Only the people getting more employment during the season only, and the remaining days they are called unemployed people. And next we will move to the frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment, it is also known as temporary unemployment. The frictional unemployment arises due to the imbalance between supply of labor and demand for labor. Supply of labor. For example, if you converted into diagram, so it is known as D. D is equal to demand. Demand curve is always fall down. It is known as demand for labor. And it is known as supply curve. Supply curve is going to upward curve, S curve. It is known as supply of labor. Both these curves join together at a point. It is known as E. E is equal to full employment. For example, the industries they need 100 employees. The industries they are employing the 100 employees, both the demand for labor and the supply of labor same. So the particular industry they are attaining full employment. So in the frictional unemployment arises due to the imbalance between supply of labor and the demand for labor. This is because of immobility of labor. The people or labor they are not unable to move from one place to another place or one industry to another industries. Lack of necessary skills. For example, the labors are divided into three. One is skilled labor, and the second one is semi-skilled labor, and the third one is unskilled labor. So skilled labor means those who are getting knowledge of particular work, qualification, experience, even computer knowledge, they are called as a skilled labor. Semi-skilled labor, they are having education, qualification, experience, but they don't know about computer technology. That is not a semi-skilled labor. Unskilled labor means wage workers. So any lack of necessary skills or breakdown of machinery or shortage of raw material, the frictional unemployment occurs in the industries. The persons who lost job and search for jobs are also included the frictional unemployment. And next we will move to educated unemployment. Sometimes educated people are underemployed or unemployed, so they are fully qualified, they have more education qualification, but they are not able to get any employment opportunity based on their qualification. They are work under qualified job. So Unemployed when qualification does not match any job, and faulty of education system, lack of employable skills, mass students turned out from preparation for white collar job. For example, in India, nearly more than 10 lakhs engineering students come out from engineering college per year, but they are not unable to get their employment based on their qualification. And most of the youngsters, they want only the white collar job, are highly responsible in the society. It is also called the unemployment situation in India. And the fifth one is technical unemployment. In modern technology, being capital intensive requires, for example, the production of the goods based on two technology. One is labor intensive technology, and another one is capital intensive technology. So the production activity based on fully labor, that is known as labor intensive technology, and particular industries, they are producing the commodities based on labor intensive. For example, machinery, robot, it is known as the capital intensive technology. So modern technology being the based on the capital intensive technology, the capital intensive technology, for example, computer, machinery, robot, they require minimum number of labor. And the technology, it will lead to the technological unemployment. Nowadays, invention and innovations lead to adoption of new techniques. Thereby, the existing works are retrenched. The labor saving devices are responsible for technical unemployment. In the field of automobile industries, even banking sector or industrial sector, they are fully faces the problem that is known as technical unemployment. And next we will move to the structural unemployment. Structural unemployment is due to drastic changes in the structure of the society. For example, the government changes the economic policy year by year. It will lead to the structural unemployment. For example, lack of demand for the product or shift in the demand for other product. It carries the type of structural unemployment. For example, rise in the demand for mobile phone can adversely affect the demand for cameras, because every mobile phone they inbuilt with the camera, so the no work for original camera. So the tape recorders, well, in the advancement of CD, pen drive, so it will reduce the usage of tape recorders. It is called the structural unemployment. And finally we move to the disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment occurs when the more people are there in the what is actually required. For example, in the particular agricultural field, they require only 10 workers. But more than 10 workers or family members, they are working in the same agriculture field, it will create the disguised unemployment. So this type of employment is found in the field of agriculture. A person said to be disguisedly by the unemployment if his contribution to the output is less than what he actually needs. Students, next class we will discussing the interesting part, that is the theories of unemployment. Thank you.